Alrighty, welcome back everybody to the Hunter Classic. This is once again my personal favorite map, Redfeather Falls. We are out here today on a multiplayer map that is open to anybody who is in my Discord and anybody who is in my YouTube subscriber community. If you check the community tab or if you check the game chatter tab, I will usually post a password to a multiplayer map that I will be opening up for recording purposes, or a map that I'll be opening up while I'm editing. Keep an eye out on those tabs if you do want to join in. As usual, just be respectful, give everybody a little bit of space, check in with them before you're gonna say come running by. So as always, you're welcome to join the map, just keep an eye out for those passwords, just be respectful to the other hunters. I suppose without any further ado, let's get started in this hunt, and let's get ourselves some Roosevelt elk. I think the plan right now is just to wander and call on occasion. So we stuck out to the tree stand, and as you can see, I've got 4 elk in front of me. We've got 3 bulls and 1 cow. We have only made it to this tree stand right here. So we're just gonna sit tight and see what happens. The lighter bull that's closest to us is the highest scoring. The one next to him is the second highest, and that guy back there, his minimum is 35. So ideally we're gonna get this light one. He goes up to 285. This guy, I think, goes up to 280. If we can't get him here. Perfect. I'm okay with spooking them off. I've got quite the distance that I plan to cover through elk territory. And I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 100 arrows left, so hopefully we can get somewhere. I don't think anything else was coming in from any of the other directions, so we're gonna pop down, grab him, and we'll continue our walk. $214, not bad. And he took care of the 12 typical points, so now we just have 1 more elk to get on the Lucky 7 mission objective, and that elk has to have 14 typical points, which I'm not sure. I suppose there's no such thing as a non-typical elk in this game, so I guess that just means it won't count like stickers as a point. So it's really only been about 10 minutes since we last shot that bull. I haven't gotten very far from the stand, it seems, but we do have a cow elk up here. And we're working on calling her in so that way I can take her. There she is. Because I really want the compound bow pulsar to be my first weapon with 1,000 harvests. And that's why I'm carrying it so much with so many arrows all the time. I just recently decided to make the switch to tracer arrows since they seem to help. Especially when correcting from a miss. Because I don't use the wind indicators nearly as often as I probably should. We're just gonna hang out and wait for her to get a little bit closer. She's at 35 right now, and I think she'll be 25 when she gets to there. To see what route she takes. On this side of the trees where it'll probably take her if she doesn't spook. Maybe. That'll do. I'd like to know where that whitetail is, though. No, it's this general direction, just from the fact that I wear headphones and there is directional audio. I'm not 100% sure if that's where she was. Because she could have been, like, straight behind me instead of just slightly off to my left. No, that's a blacktail. Somewhere over there, there's a blacktail. Oh, we'll head this way. If we make it across the water and she hasn't seen us yet, we'll take her, but if she spots us before we get there, that's fine too. I honestly forgot that there were whitetail on this map. Like, I knew there were blacktail because I'm almost always hunting in that northern spot by my bear barrel. Are you male or female? Male. Here. But since I'm almost always hunting up here, all I ever really run into are the blacktail. But down here, it's pretty much just whitetail and moose. And it's such a different combination of animals that I almost forget that it's part of the same map. Oh, there's that blacktail. If I can't lay down, fall forward a little bit. We're at 30. Let's just see if we can't call her in a little closer. With, like, the slight quartering angle, I should be good to get... Well, I guess now she's not quartering as much. Oh, I should have knocked the arrow first. Gotcha. Sorry that I, interrupted you calling, but... It looks like it was just neck, really. It wasn't? Somehow? No, she was 50 kilograms on the dot. Let's keep going and see what else we can run into. Well, there's a bull moose this way. I suppose let's head that way and see if he's big. I'm just gonna sit tight right here. Oh, hello, ma'am. I nail a 40-yard or 40-meter shot. I can! Look at me go! Alright, let's sit tight and wait for this moose. I know he's in general. Well, I guess that's him. Looks pretty good. He ain't no 220s, but, he looks pretty good. We'll just sit tight and we'll call him in till he's closer and within bow range. He's handsome. There's a bear over there with him too. Oh, we're now technically within bow range. Well, it's a shame that the buck came back and then we spooked him, but I'm really glad we got this guy. $214, another really big moose. Alrighty, let's get him done. Well, now that we've gotten him, let's see if I can't call in some more elk. Or sneak up on this bear that I kind of forgot about. How far away are you? 24 meters? Yeah. Oh, that's so far back. I miss. I didn't see it go over that hill. We'll just keep heading this way for a minute. I mean, at least I got the first shot, but that was so far back. I didn't think that my shot was that far back, but maybe there was wind that I didn't account for. Well, there's the bear. Oh, that bull elk is finally coming back into calls. Perfect. I'm gonna spray where the bear's at, and I'm gonna sit up in these trees. We're gonna pick up the bear first and see if we got him twice. We did get him twice. It's a cinnamon lady, though. Alright, spray. Gotta spray. Equipment, I need this to be an elk spray. Another black. We're gonna make sure that we're hidden. We are camouflaged right here. Now, I'm gonna get out scent eliminator spray. We just sprayed the Roosevelt elk, so let's say it was 25. It's good for 20 in-game minutes, so at 45, if the elk isn't here, we will have to respray. I'm going to call again, just in case he's outside of the radius for the spray to work, but he's still inside of the calling radius. Because from how I understand it, the calling radius is 250 meters, but the, like, spray radius is only 150 meters. So I swear I see another black bear. I do. I was like, I swear that I can see like ears or something coming my way. Once she's down by the rocks, she'll be at 20. We can take a safe shot there. I did not originally see her, that's for sure. So it's the same. So she's... perfect. We're gonna leave her there for a minute. See if I can't spot this elk. Because I think I remember this one being a decent one. I'm still camouflage. I'm gonna back up just a little bit. See anything moving in the trees yet, but oh, there he is. Okay, not as big of an elk as I thought we were getting, but he's definitely within range to respond to the smell, and it is not expired for another 10 minutes. Must be moving forward because I don't see him again. 57. So he is now officially within bow range, but he's not where I'm comfortable yet for bow range. I don't like taking anything over 40, really. Which is pretty much how I hunt in real life. Could take. Alright, let's get this loaded up. Stop moving, sir. Thank you. Perfect. Just fall on top of the bear. Alright. I think he's the last thing we were expecting to come in, so we'll just pick him up. Small. Oh, picked up the bear first. Oh, we're gonna watch him flop as soon as she disappears. Oh, nope, he's stuck. A 90. Alrighty, my next waypoint is gonna be down here. closer. Perfect. I need to load more arrows. Call the bullet. I'm stuck. I can't cancel the animation. Equipment. Change this to the moose call. Alrighty. Pick you up. This is the general direction I heard the moose call in. Let's just sit tight till we get another call, I guess. I'm gonna spray as well, just in case. That. Oh, is that the moose that called? He's just bedded down. I don't know if they'll come into calls while they're bedded down. 84. Let's see if they'll come into calls. If I can get him at 60, I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot at 61. I'll do it. Just gotta load the arrow. This is also, I'm assuming there's no wind. I don't see an arrow sticking out of him, but I'm just gonna head this way. The multiplayer chat doesn't say that I fired at him, so I could have missed wildly, but I'm pretty sure if I had missed wildly, he wouldn't have even gotten up. Because I'm pretty sure in order for them to get up and flee, I have to hit them with the bow, but I'm not sure. We'll find out. Watch me get over here. It says like lungs and heart, and he's like just up the hill. We'll see what's going on. Oh, yep, lungs and heart. Alright, let's go find him. He can't be far. Well, he can be far, because if it was a single lung, he went forever. Ideally, he's at the top of this hill. Howdy, mister. Can I pick you up? There we go. Single lung while laying down. Scored 119. Alright, let's head back this way. So I have kind of a dumb question to ask. So, when they're scoring animals, obviously, like deer, like mule deer, when they're scoring mule deer, and blacktail and whitetail. There's obviously on the score sheet like a score or a stat for like greatest point of inner spread or outer spread, whichever one it might be. It could be both. Stuck. So when I pick up a double shed from a whitetail or a mule deer or a blacktail, is that score on there? Like, is there a number for the inner spread or outer spread? Because it doesn't make sense if there is. Because we can't necessarily guarantee the exact angle that those antlers came out of the deer's head. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It makes sense to me that that score should be 0. Or that score could be lowered. No, I think the score should be 0. Because you can't guarantee if those antlers, like, came out and curved forward, or if they came out and were, like, almost flat back. Like, you can get a pretty rough idea, but it's not going to be exact. And it's going to be off by enough that it could throw the score up or down, I'd imagine, 10, 15 points. I don't know. How'd you get up there behind me? Are you following me? Get down towards the water at least. I know which lake this is, because this is the lake that has the little island in the middle that has like everything around it. Like if you stuck a tent on that island, you'd be pretty good set up to get just about anything. Like, except for whitetail, I think, because everything else is up here. There's a bear out there. Alrighty, so it's been a hot minute since we last saw that big bull moose, but we are getting close to the bear barrel. We've got this cow moose I'm trying to call in. Let's get her within range. 43. And she will be the last thing I end up harvesting. Oof, she ran. She took a step right at the end. Oh, she's already down. Tumbled. I would assume I got lung and heart, but I may have just gotten a double lung. We'll pick her up and we'll see what's going on. But she will be the last thing we pick up on this map, I think. Unless I see a bear out here whose minimum score is like 20. Spot the far one. Male, 18 to 24. He'll probably score like 19. Lots of bears out here. There's a light moose. We'll go get him. She's not gonna have a score because she's a female anyway. I would like to get out here and get a light colored moose. I don't know what male black bear is spotting. Be him. Alrighty, well, while we are out here trying our best to sneak up towards a light colored bull moose, who I believe is the one who just called back, there is a male bear just over this hill line who's probably at like 40 meters. Who I'm hoping to get a shot at, but no guarantees, and I really don't want to risk spooking off the bull. Might just hope that he continues back towards my bear bait barrel. If a moose called from this direction, I'm gonna keep calling. I'm gonna spray. Is that... Are you alive or are you not? Oh boy. She's right there. I'm gonna have to nail this. Oh boy. Oh, there were more than one. Whew! Well, I will take that any day. Shooting over a couple of bedded blacktail. Get a light colored moose. We'll pick this guy up and we're gonna call it a hunt. 133, not bad at all. Alrighty, and with that we are going to call it a day. It has been a good hunt out here. Lots of bull elk, lots of bull moose, and even though we didn't get our blacktail buck, we definitely saw that they have some good blacktail buck out here on Redfeather Falls. We are out here overlooking the swamp where I have my bear bait barrel, which is why you see probably about 5 or 6 bears in this image right now. But we're going to get out here, stop by these trees, and wrap this video up. I appreciate you all very much for hanging out with me today on this hunt on Redfeather Falls. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. As usual, like the video, leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite big trophies are that you've gotten, say in the last week. Let's go with that. What's your biggest thing that you've gotten in the last week? Or maybe not the biggest. What's your favorite thing you got this last week? Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my content, and I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!